waited in line just to share this experience of Venom, Candyman, Night of the Living Dead, The Rock, Final Destination. But I want you to know you are now entering the
Cinema
Chop Shop with a top and the pop. Boom, boom, bop.
The Cinema Chop Shop.
What's going on, everybody? It's David from the 80s, and you're now entering the Cinema Chop Shop, so park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. And today I'm here with another review. I know it's been a while, but hey, I'm back. So first, I want to review the movie Him, the Jordan Peele produced, keyword produced. A lot of people are saying that this is Jordan Peele's new movie. He directed it, so on and so forth, but nah, he just produced this. Now, this movie is starring Marlon Wayans. Now, this is our first time seeing Marlon Wayans in a serious role since Requiem for a Dream. And I gotta say, I mean, he did not disappoint at all. So, quick synopsis of this movie. There is a young football prodigy. I forgot his name. He's from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Young football prodigy. He aspires to be a great quarterback, so he ends up going to a training camp by this Tom Brady-esque quarterback, which is Marlon's character. Everything starts off real smooth, real cool, and all of a sudden it just starts to go into this dark spiral. Now, the good thing about this movie is Marlon. I'm going to just be 100% upfront with you guys. Marlon is one of the biggest reasons to go see this movie. It's like the most even kill balance of completely horrifying and terrifying, maniacal, just crazy, and he just balances it out with a little bit of comedic elements, and it works really well. Marlon's comedic timing is perfect, because the one thing about these movies, and especially what I'm afraid of when I see people like Marlon and Jim Carrey in movies, especially if it's serious roles, I get worried, because I'm like, you know what, I'm afraid they're going to impede a little bit of that comedic element is going to take you out of the movie. And I'm going to say straight up that even though Marlon does goof around and clown around and throws jokes here and there, it does not take you out of the movie. So kudos to him for doing that. And I feel like this is one of the movies that's going to make you start taking Marlon very, very seriously. Another great element of this movie is the cinematography. The director in this movie did a really good job at getting those shots. There's a lot of color. There's a lot of frames in this movie that make that come off as very uncomfortable and unsettling. And I feel like the director did a really good job at the cinematography and really kind of just setting the tone for the movie. You know, the whole movie, you feel like there's something bad is at foot. And I mean, at the end of the movie, you kind of figure out what's the deal. But I feel like the director did a really good job at playing into that. He did a great job at that. Now, where I will say that this movie loses points at is in the third act. Now, the third act kind of goes in a completely different direction, and the reveal that we were hoping for, you know, it kind of plays off as a little goofy or a little not serious. I feel like the one thing about this movie that I will say, the third act kind of like takes you out of the movie a little bit. The final showdown between Marlon and his young protege, and then this ending scene where it's kind of like a celebratory event. That's as well as I can put it without giving it away. I just feel like I get it. It's supposed to be like metaphoric, but then actually seeing it physically manifest, I feel like that kind of takes you out of the movie a little bit. I don't know. It just took me back a little bit. I wasn't really into that. I really felt like that kind of took me out of the movie. Now, another thing that you guys see in the movie, and it's actually in the trailer as well too, they did this really cool thing too, where they did like a Mortal Kombat-esque like X-ray kind of thing going on. Like, you remember when you're in Mortal Kombat, you do like the little combo and it goes into the X-ray mode where it's like, you see the bones breaking and stuff. They do something similar to that in this movie, which I thought was really, really cool. And then also within the trailer, there's this one scene with the football. I really wish that they would have held that away from people, because I felt like that scene was really unnerving and unsettling, and it's probably one of the better parts of the movie, at least the horror elements of the movie. And I felt like they kind of gave that away in the trailer, and they kind of should have holstered that and kept it to the side. Now, the main character, I forgot his name, the dude from I Know What You Did Last Summer, he did a fine job. I mean, for him to be the person that we're following, he's an okay actor, but this is definitely a movie where Marlon outshined everybody in this movie, and kudos to him for doing that, because he became a very, very, very maniacal villain in this movie. I really enjoyed this movie, specifically for Marlon, specifically for the camera angles. Now, I've seen a lot of critics online talk about the pacing of the movie. They talk about the movie was kind of dumb, you know, and I disagree with that, because I think it's very original. For us to have a straight up, full blown, 100% horror sports movie, I think that's really rare. I love when they try to mix up two categories that never been touched before, like a football movie and a horror movie like blended together. I think that was really cool and original. So for the originality, right, Marlon's performance and the cinematography alone, I think this movie is well within the reach of a B grade. Now, I mean, if I watch it again, is it possible that the grade decreases? Of course. But I will say that Marlon's performance alone really holds this movie above water, and so does the cinematography, because again, those shots and the way that they use some of the elements, I think they did a really good job. Kudos to the director for doing that. Let me know in the comment section down below, have you guys seen him? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Let me know. Remember, this is a Jordan Peele produced movie. It's not directed by him, so let's not try to, like, you know, muddies the water like you guys did with Candyman. All right, so let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think? Let me know if you agree or disagree, whatever the case may be. Drop it in the comment section down below. And you are now exiting the Cinema Shop. Hope you guys are having a great day, and adios, homies.
I want to play a game. Subscribe now. The choice is yours. You're now exiting the Cinema Shop.